into another episode of That's What She Said. So y'all, we getting into it. We got some new faces. Go ahead and introduce everybody.
I'm Myrick.
What's up? I'm Nick.
I'm Shannon.
I'm Emmanuel.
And I'm Sanaya Elise, aka Sugar. Today, this is our first episode aside from Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yeah.
So we got to get into it.
Let's
Get into it.
Get into it. Yeah.
So we have a lot of artists on this panel. Can we just go down the line of like who we are and what we do?
Okay, yeah. I'm Myrick. I'm a full-time influencer / artist.
Yes.
What's going on? My name's Nick, aka Nick Lomain. I'm an artist, actor, performer, singer, dancer, all the above. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Shannon. I'm a full-time web developer, and I like to develop stuff. So yeah, that's it.
I'm Emmanuel. I work in film, television, and theater.
And I'm Sanaya Elise. I am an artist, singer, actress, dancer, you name it. Oh, I also have a business, Sugar Shop ATL. So go ahead and order your sweets, your treats for all your parties and stuff like that. I do it. But let's get into it. So today we're gonna just talk about, I guess, our relationships. Because I know last time, I think it was a very interesting topic that we ended up going into.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of like, that's what happens when we all get together. Like, we get so comfortable and then we just go into something different.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be interesting if we talk about like our first relationship or first attachment.
Yeah.
And how did it start? How did it end? What happened? You know, things of that nature. Let's get into it. Who wanna start that off?
Why you keep looking up here? You better look that
Okay.
Okay. So, my very first serious relationship was actually when I was 19 years old. I was in this relationship with one of my best friends. We had grown up together since I was like, maybe 7 years old. And I had the biggest crush on her. Like, the biggest. And so, I was 18 at the time. And our families are really close, so she had a cookout. And so, her mom invited my mom. And you know how the invitation goes. The whole family just ends up going.
Mm-hmm.
And so, literally, we just clicked romantically for the very first time because, like I said, we've been friends forever. And then we ended up getting into a relationship. But it didn't last too long because during our relationship, she found out that she was pregnant. And we didn't do nothing. So, I know I'm not cuckoo for Cocoa.
I know that's right.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. So,
Whoa.
she ended up telling me that it's her ex.
Ooh.
And so I actually ended up staying with her.
No, you didn't.
I did. I ended up staying with her.
What?
Even I was in the delivery room, guys. I was in the delivery room.
Myrick!
19-year-old Myrick in the delivery
Let's
room.
pause it right
Wait.
there.
The father wasn't there.
Wait a minute.
The father, no, this is like, y'all can fact check me with my mom.
Nah.
I was in the delivery room. My mom was there. Because I was just so hell-bent on being with her. That's how much I loved her. I was
Is
like,
your
I know
name on
you
the
heard
birth
me.
certificate?
No.
Good.
No.
Imagine the child's first word. Dad.
Right.
But funny enough, I was kind of literally probably the first 3 years of the child's life I was there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
You
Yeah,
was a
that's crazy.
stepdaddy.
I was a stepdad.
Oh,
Wow.
I
That's
literally,
crazy.
once I found out, I was like, it's cool. I literally just had to deal with it by myself because she was pregnant. So
So are
I
you
didn't
still
want
in
her
the
to
child's
be.
life?
Huh?
Are you still in the child's life?
Not as like a father figure, but you know, just saying hey, hi, and checking up, and yeah, to that degree. But now she's a mother of 4.
Oh!
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You're
Like
lying.
the number after 3, but before 5?
the person she's with already has a child. So yeah, we're no longer in a relationship because I decided I had so much more life to live and I didn't want to stunt my growth to become a stepfather. And that's just the reality of the situation. I was like, I'm not trying to, like, I still have dreams and aspirations, and I know you have to put that on the back burner when you choose to become a parent. So I just knew, I was like, listen, I just don't think it's for me. And she actually cheated again. But,
Dang.
Myrick, what the hell?
yeah. So that was like, it was like I'm trying to come to her with, hey, I'm not feeling it, you know, in the regard of how I used to. And she was just like, okay. And I found out that she was cheating again when the guy and I actually showed up at the same event that I said I wasn't going to. So she probably felt like she could go ahead and invite him. So I end up coming, thinking I'm gonna surprise her, and it's this nigga I've never seen, and I'm like, who is this? So we end up connecting. We end up hitting, just, and so she's like freaking out because all of her interests are at the same place at one time.
Oh Lord!
And so we end up literally connecting, and she was trying so hard for us not to connect, but she just kept calling one of us over. And I was just like, okay, so how do you know? And eventually we both found out at the same time. And
oh my
that's
God,
ridiculous.
that's crazy.
crazy.
Wow.
Could you
Another
imagine
one
me
bites
as
the
bad
dust.
right now? I could.
Yes, but not to
Could?
somebody else's.
Not to
kid.
somebody else's kid.
Yeah.
Another one bites the dust, man.
Another one bites the dust.
Oh my
And another one. And another one.
And another one bites the dust.
Okay. I've had like a couple I was very young and I used to just talk to people. Like even from pre-K, like I remember the first boy that I noticed in pre-K. It go back. Actually, I was in daycare. So this before pre-K. I remember the first person. Yes, and my mom used to she's like very affectionate, so she always give me a kiss, like, hey baby, give me a kiss. So I was like that with other people. So I thought it was normal. So I'm looking, oh my God, I want to say his name so bad, but they don't know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to say it, but I'd be like, bye boyfriend. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hold on, wait a
I don't
minute.
even know what that is.
I don't know. Like, I was a different
I don't see.
I was a different individual, okay? But, my first real attachment, I got two. So, I don't even know if it's I'm torn on which one it is. So, I guess I'll speak on my 8th grade experience. This person, oh my God.
Come on.
Like, I just thought it was love at first sight. I can honestly say that. Like, we had this orientation at the school because we was the new students or whatever, and we see each other, and it's like 2 days before school actually start, and I look at him, he look at me. I get in the car that night. I said, "Ma, that's gonna be my boyfriend. You know that, right?" And so,
That's crazy.
You know that, right? You know that's gonna be my boyfriend. School start. We notice each other. End up dating like the first maybe month of school.
That's crazy.
In 8th grade, they was introducing lockers to us.
Right.
So we got a locker together.
I knew it.
We got a locker together.
That's why I did that. I knew it.
We got a locker together. And everybody, they just praying on our downfall. They talking about, like, y'all ain't gonna last. Y'all so stupid. Y'all share lockers and And I'm like, we gonna be together this whole time. We in love. Kind of find out, this man is really just starting and biting. But that's not what made us like break up. Hold on, let me go back. So yes, we got a locker together. And like we was just like really in love. Like we was sitting with each other every time. Like it was cute. And then I broke up with him because I broke up with him. No, because we was in the hallway. And I saw him.
Sorry, it was the hallway.
Wait!
Broke up with him in the hallway. Sorry.
We was in the hallway, and we was transitioning classes.
Let
What?
it go.
Girl, that makes it worse.
Let it go.
We was.
Uh-huh.
And so
Y'all crazy.
I see him hugging this girl. I'm in 8th grade, y'all, so be mindful. And he just, I'm talking about full hug.
That's big. It's big in an 8th grade relationship.
No,
It is because that's all we did. That's all we did.
Literally.
So if you hug, it's like, how dare you?
Hug another girl?
In
Yes.
front of me?
Like, are you on that stuff? Interesting. No, but he hugs her, and I'm like, oh, squeeze me? No. He did it. I'm sorry, I had to hear that. But yeah, so I went up to him, I'm like, oh, bet. And that's the way I did stuff. I just said, oh, bet. And that was it. And so we texted about it later on that day. I'm like, how dare you do something like that? I let it go because he probably he tried to sweet talk me. I'm young, so I'm like, okay. And so next day it was a back to school dance. So the dance happened, and I see them in the center holding hands and dancing. Everybody is crowded around them. You know how people go to the center, they just and they dance together. And I said, I know you lying.
Bruh.
No.
You better not.
That night, I texted him, I said, I am breaking up with you. I can't do this. The betrayal. The betrayal. I broke up with him, but I don't think he took it seriously. Because the next day, I didn't speak to him, but he in the hallway, he's like walking up to me to hug me. And when I tell you my eyes, it didn't connect with him. I didn't look at him. And I just kept on going. And he was like,
Yeah.
like I remember his face.
What he expect?
You was shocked, baby.
I remember his face. He's a very expressive person. So he was like, and I was like,
What you expect?
but that, you know what? I ain't even gonna lie. That might have triggered something in me, and I'd be traumatized because after that, I realized I feel like I might have let that situation go a little too quick because I am the type of person to cut stuff off immediately. I feel like I let that situation go too quick in my whole entire 8th grade year. I was depressed because I was like, dang, I really like him. And I'm like, I let it go because I was just so in my feelings.
Yeah.
But I really like that dude. And so I'm watching him frolic with other girls and have other relationships and stuff. He done moved out the locker, y'all. So I'm like, dang, you moved out of my house.
Locker?
Yeah, like,
I'm having a whole grown relationship.
he moved
in
out the
8th grade.
locker. He
Like,
moved out the
what?
locker, man. And then so I remember I was so hurt. I asked him where did he move to? Like what locker?
Where'd you move?
Like,
What's your
That's
address?
so hilarious.
I was like, so where did you go? Like, where's your locker now?
Baby, don't worry.
He said, I moved in with my homeboy.
That's crazy.
Well, at least he moved in with all the
He
shit.
moved in with his homeboy, and like, I would be
like that,
so,
though.
bro, my heart would be so broken because we would be transitioning class, and we had to go to the locker, and I would see him down at the other locker, and I'm just like,
I remember when this used to be us. Right here together,
and
28.
I'm in the locker by myself now, so I'm just like, unlocking it, just depressed.
Like deep breaths in that.
I know, I was so sad. Eventually, it was just too much to handle, so I moved out the locker too. And I just carried a book bag everywhere. Because I said I couldn't do it.
She said, gotta
I
go.
moved out.
Homeless.
And we paid for that.
So every time you got to the locker, it reminded you of him?
Yep.
Every time you walk past locker number 23, it just reminds you of
I don't remember the number, but I remember the place. I remember exactly where it's at.
Like you can go there today and be like, that was the
That was
locker.
it.
Yeah. But it's not out of like, I still love you. No, it's not like that. It's just I have like more of a photographic memory. So I remember like where certain things are. Like
That's it.
everywhere. So yeah, I ended up like okay, that's more of a trauma for me because for a while I never cut off situations when they were supposed to be cut off out of fear that I would regret it. So I've stayed in situations for too long because I never wanted to look back and be like, dang, why did I do that? So yeah, that was my first attachment.
Lord.
My turn.
Yeah.
We looking at you, girl. Go ahead.
Okay,
Go
my
on.
first attachment, I'm gonna say, like just like Sanaya, I had little boyfriends or whatever in elementary school. I remember my first boyfriend probably wasn't pre-K, probably like for real. But my first actual boyfriend was in the 6th grade. I'm not gonna say his name since we're not saying names in here apparently. So
If y'all ain't got no bad blood, I'm just not saying mine. People that know me more, they know the situation.
yeah, but it was this guy. Like we clicked so well. Like we was like best of friends. We talked a lot, and then honestly, we broke up. It was because of me. It wasn't him. Because I started tripping. But after he asked me out, for some reason, like something in me clicked, and I started panicking. Like every time I saw him, I would like want to hide. And like I actively avoided him. I don't know why I did that. I cannot explain. Like I turned into like Helga Pataki or something.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh, I know from afar. Like I don't know why. Like I watch him playing basketball. Like I don't know what was wrong with me. Like I can't understand it to this day. What made me do that? Like I freeze up, and then he ended up breaking up with me because I was like running away from him. Like rightfully so. He broke up with me, and then right after he broke up with me, I started acting normal again. And then he asked me out again because we was good.
Yeah.
And then I switched right back to that weird junk.
That was like 6 months.
Like I can't understand. Like I didn't do that with any other guy. I don't know why it is. Like I just got so nervous suddenly. I couldn't.
Aw,
I
that's
don't
so
know.
cute.
I feel that. No, I feel that 100%.
You got a situation?
Well, I could say my first relationship. Well, the first relationship was like in 5th grade.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked this girl. I gave her a note.
Oh, we
no,
love a
yes.
no king.
But I asked her to be my girlfriend. She said yes. But it was weird because she would just tell me to do everything for her and stuff like that. Like carry these books, do this for me, do that for me.
Oh, you the lucky.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
no.
that didn't work out. I broke up with her because everybody was telling me to break up with her because you're literally like her dog.
Oh, not the dog.
Yeah.
Wow.
But my first real relationship was actually last year. Not gonna lie. Cause like in high school and elementary school, we had this conversation last night.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't the type that women would like to date or anything like that. Emmanuel know, he know me. Yeah, he know me. I was a weirdo, but yeah. My friend introduced me to her. Not gonna lie, it started off friendship. She called me every night, stuff like that. Yeah, like it started off as a friendship. It only lasted for like 2 months. It was weird though, cause I actually asked her to be my girlfriend while I was in the restroom.
Okay.
That's
Well,
very hot.
Yes.
No,
Very hot.
it's not.
Like, how'd you
Like,
do it?
I mean, why would you?
I just
It really was that.
hold on.
Will you?
Cause like we was talking on the phone, and I was like, I kind of have feelings for you, and I was a little nervous because I didn't know what she was gonna say. She was like, yeah. I was like, you want to be my girlfriend? She was like, heck yeah, I want to be my girlfriend. I was waiting for you to ask me.
Aww.
And I was like, well, okay then. And then things escalated from there, and then I started getting help from my friends and stuff
Help.
because I've never been in an actual relationship. I didn't know what to do and things like that. And they had told me things like she's the type of girl to like have guys in her back pocket if things don't work out. Cause like when we broke up, she had got a new nigga, which is crazy. Like a couple weeks after, I looked at her story. I was like, oh wow, so things are like that. Okay, and but let's go back. I did say I love you, but
You said it first.
yeah, I said it first. But me not being in a relationship, I didn't know what love felt like, so I said it without like knowing. And then I told my friends about it, and they were like, "Why did you say that?" Like, cause like a couple minutes after, I was like, "I don't know if I love her."
Oh no.
Yeah, and that really hurt her.
Oh. You said
But you
that?
said that to her?
Wait, you told her that you don't know if you love her?
Yeah.
Wait,
No,
whoa.
Why would you tell her that?
Because I'd rather be honest with her instead of like
You can be honest
dragging
with her
along.
eternally.
Yeah.
I don't like doing that. I
Was
don't like
that the
doing that.
downfall
though.
of your relationship?
Yeah, that
But-
was a very
yeah,
good
it was
relationship. I
But
can
no,
tell you that.
plus, we had argued a lot because like she was getting mad at me because I was like getting more like opinions from my friends and like doing what they told me to do.
Was it
Instead
before
of
or after
thinking
you
on my-
told
thinking
her,
about
I don't know
myself.
if I love you?
Like no, like both. Before and after, like I like thinking about and stuff like that. But we did rekindle like a couple weeks ago, and I did call and I was like, I want to try things over again, but I do want to take things slow. I want to like get to know you more, and then see where things go.
What did she say?
She said, yeah, I'm thinking for myself now. Like, got my mind situated, my mental health good, and things like that. She does live. It was long distance though, so.
What's long distance?
As in, like, she lived in like Brunswick area.
Oh, boy, that ain't up the street. That ain't up the street. You can drive a little car and get up the street, up the road.
Yeah,
That ain't long distance. Trust and believe.
Yeah, I am going to Florida for my birthday with my boys, and she will be there. So
All
I'm
right.
gonna see where things go from there.
All right. Well, remember when you with her, you with her.
Yeah,
Keep
but
that- keep that advice.
like, if
in
things
mind.
don't work out, we're still
Yeah.
good blood and all that. But if things don't work out, okay, we'll still be friends and stuff like that.
Wow.
Last but not least.
Why everybody keep looking over there? How y'all
Because it's your
doing?
turn.
Last but not
Let's see.
least.
I mean, I've been in relationships that lasted a couple of days, so I call those my ideas because they never really fully formed into something serious. But the one, right, I thought, the one relationship that I was in, we was together like a year and a half. I met her at the church house. It was so funny. I was at a party. No, I was at a.
I know. No.
Yeah. I was at a party with one of my friends and my brother. So my brother and his friend. So both of them was in relationships, and the girl was actually my friend's girlfriend's cousin. So she was there. We was the same age and stuff. So we kikiing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Mind you, at this time I had never really had my first kiss. So I was like with her, and I saw everybody all coupled up and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, this is nice. This is really nice. I'm just, I'm here. And so, I'm like, I'm gonna kiss her right the end of the night. Like, I'm like putting my big boy pants on. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. So the whole night I'm trying to figure out like, how am I gonna do this? Cause this is weird for me. So I'm like, we get to the end of the night. I'm like, she about to go home. If I don't do nothing now, it's not gonna happen.
Right.
All that stuff. So I look at her. She look at me. I said, how you doing? She look at all the stuff. So I look away. I said, you know what? Bump this. I turned around. I said, what's up? She said, what's up? I said, come here. So we ended up kissing. And then she went home. So she went home. I ended up calling her on this was when we still had landlines. I called her on the landline. I said, what's up? So you gonna be my girlfriend or what? Mind you, I'm 13 at the time, so I really don't know nothing about no relationships.
Confidence.
So I call. And so yeah, she said yes, and we ended up going on this little roller coaster of dating or whatever. It was cute while it lasted,
Yeah.
but that relationship has definitely taught me a lot because number one, when we would like get on the phone and stuff, we would be on the phone for like hours, and I hate being on the phone. So if I'm being on the phone with you, we need to be in some type of engaging conversation or something, or I'm gonna hang up. Cause I find every excuse, like my fish is choking. Let me go check on it. Like anything,
drowning.
and so like she would get on the phone with me and she would talk to somebody else for like hours at a time, and I'll literally just put the phone down and answer. And we would go out, and of course, you expect the man to pay for everything if you're on a little date or whatever. But when I don't have a job. I'm 13, baby. I barely got enough for me. So what makes you think I can pay for you? It was just those different type of things. But anyway, we ended up taking a break.
Around back then.
Yeah, it wasn't around back then. But we ended up taking a break, and then I found out later on that she had been with like 3 other guys at the same time we was together. So I was like, oh wow, how nice. So ever since then, I really haven't been in a relationship because that kind of put me back for a little bit. Because I was like, dang, like did I do something? And then I was holding out for her for a long time. I really believed her when she was like, we're going to get together after this little break here. Never heard from her since. But I saw her last week.
What?
Interesting.
What happened? Oh, hold on.
Why do I keep looking up?
What happened?
No, I said,
You can't even a cliffhanger like
You
that.
can't do that. You can't do that.
I did. The establishment that I work, she was coming to do an event, and so her mom actually came the week before.
Ooh.
So I'm there. I'm doing the little walkthrough with her mom and all that stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? All this, not even realizing it's her mom. Then they say the name of of her establishment and stuff. I'm like, I've heard this name before, but I don't know where it is. So they come back in the next week, and all of the heads are there, and she's one of the heads. I walk out. I'm looking at her. She look at me. I'm like, oh. I'm like, hello. So her mom is trying to introduce everybody to everybody, and so I'm like, yeah, we know each other. And she's like, yeah, we're friends for a long time. All that stuff. I said, okay. Interesting.
Not friends.
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 All right, friends.
A
Okay.
long time ago.
Yeah.
Not friends.
Exactly.
You know each other.
So yeah, I mean, it was cool though. It taught me a lot. It taught me a lot moving forward. But yeah, it put me on hold for a while because I was like, dang, I really like held out for her because I was like, she was really like one of the first ones to like give me attention in that way and all that type of stuff. So I was like, she's the one. She's the one.
Man,
Man, at 13, it felt like
real.
so real.
It felt real.
Those emotions.
But then
I mean, it is
reality
real,
and
but,
society.
you know what I mean?
yeah, it definitely
It
is
felt like-
real.
You know.
But we will resume this conversation because this is a great topic.
Oh,
Because
me.
relationships, we've had our fair share of them,
Mhm.
but we have to resume this topic because it's just so juicy. So tune back
Sweet
in.
delicious.
Tune back in to another episode of That's What She Said. I'm Sanaya Elise, aka Sugar, and these are my co-hosts.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Deuces.
Run away, unlove with your reflection, just let it go.